I was making upwards of 500k a month doing this site.
When it's for like luxury money, that's but for keeping yourself
if you grew
alive.
up in like Bando Town Estate or something, then that's what you need to do.
That's what I'm saying. Like you have to think people's circumstances, but someone like that is completely different.
Or
Yeah.
Nottingham, whatever. Like, there's no need.
I get that. Yeah. I think it just depends on the circumstance of the person. But yeah, that woman, she should not be doing
I
that.
think what it is,
But
it's crazy temptation.
I've got uni friends that do like Uber delivery stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like,
don't know.
have to
Or
go
my boy does like warehouse work, so he'll get up at like 5-6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Take some
People-
coach to some queer town.
Yeah.
There's two issues. People are lazy and they got no morals.
Nah,
That's the-
you also have to think how hard it is to get a job. I've been trying to get a job for 4 years. I'm still unemployed, so
Really?
part-time. Tesco, Asda.
Have you tried Paramount? They're taking students.
You know you're going to name all of them. I've tried everywhere, honestly,
Really?
for
My
4
boy,
years.
I don't know what it is.
You must be staring them with your CV.
I must be doing, that's why, but genuinely, since I turned 16, right, I've been applying. I've had a few interviews, yeah, but genuinely, Co-op, flipping Tesco, Primark, H&M, all of
Have you
them.
never had a job in 4 years?
No.
I've had like 5 or 6.
Teach me how, please, because genuinely, there must be something wrong. I've tried agencies, I can't find
I've
any.
never done this myself personally. But what I've been told is you need to lie on your CV.
Yeah.
You need to lie, like put like 6-7 jobs, and if it
But don't they
asks
ask for
you, it was
references?
contract work. Now, no, the person that told me that they did this,
Yeah.
they told me like they put like say they want to apply to H&M, they put I've been at Primark, Zara, JD, I worked at Mackey's.
Yeah.
Put everything there but H&M. Just it was 2-3 months work here and there. It was like short-term contract work. And if they ask,
They can't be bothered to call.
because
Do you
they're not
think?
for a JD job, not for a JD job, but they're asking about.
They don't really look through these applications like that.
Do you really
They're
think?
not. They're really not. Like I remember
Damn.
one time. Not that I've ever done this myself. But I remember one time I applied for like 50 JD jobs.
Yeah.
One of them called me like 3 weeks later. Oh, do you know what the piss take is? I'm from East London.
Yeah.
I applied for a Primark job. Like 20 of them, 30 of them. The one that got back to me was 2 months later in Peckham. They're calling me talking about, oh yeah, you applied for this job. You gonna come down for an interview? I already had my job in JD by then, I think,
Yeah.
or Mackey's by then. I'm calling them. So yeah, I'll come down for the interview, but I applied for this job 2 months ago. Oh yeah. We were just chilling. I realized I had to look through the applications now. Like you'd be surprised, they don't care. They're just sitting on
Damn.
their arse,
Yeah, but I don't understand when they say they're urgently hiring. Clearly, you're not urgently
they're
hiring.
not urgently hiring.
So I don't understand. Like, what the
They don't
hell?
even- they don't care.
Honestly.
That makes
I
no
think
sense.
I-
Employers don't care about.
I read an article that
There's no
said
reason for them to.
I don't know if it was only black people or all people, but it was a job that they put out positions, but they got found out to have closed the position 2 months after they kept interviewing people. Not even that the application thing was open, they kept interviewing people well
Nah,
after they
that's crazy.
already allocated the position and the guy's working.
Yeah.
It's that mad.
UK job markets.
I'm telling you, I'm genuinely telling you. You know when you can't get a job at Mackey's, there's something wrong. That's all I'm saying. I've tried about 10 times, yeah, at Mackey's. It's either me or them.
You know when you're young as well, like people make jokes like, oh, if you don't do GCSEs, you end up at Mackey's.
Innit,
Like that. But now people want it.
Literally, please take. I'm literally begging Mackey's to take me at this point. Like, it's crazy.
Nah, crazy. That is in them. It's like that. It's kind of messed up like that.
Yeah.
I've lost a lot of faith in the general job market.
Yeah.
But I do believe that with the appropriate networking and speaking with people who are working in the jobs, who've done it before already, it's easy to kind of get your foot.
That is very true. Because everyone I know, that all my friends that have jobs, right, the way they got in is through their mum, their auntie, their friend. Genuinely, that's the only way. It's the only single way. I'm telling you.
It's probably like the main
yeah.
way for people
And
to
it was
get
even this
into
thing
the
that
job
I
market.
saw that I can't really be too mad about it. Because when you make yourself somebody in life,
Yeah.
you want to be that person that can put your niece or your nephew or your little brother in
Yeah,
position.
yeah.
Like you want to be able to call up and say, yeah, my brother needs a job.
Yeah, of
And
course.
it's handled like that. No palaver, no jumping through hoops.
Yeah.
Like, you want to be able to make yourself like that. But it's unfair for the rest of the people that can't do that.
Yeah, I know.
The most people who can't do that, and now
Yeah.
they're stuck, and the issue is people look at them like, oh, you're not working hard. They don't realize that, and it's old people nowadays. They say that you was making like what 10,000 a year, and the houses were like 30,000. And you've sold that 30,000 house for what £500,000 now, and you're talking about young people don't want to work hard. Nobody's letting you walk into a place and just apply for a job.
That's what I'm saying. It's harder.
Even last year I was doing this, like print out a CV.
Yeah.
And the memes I see online, I don't know if you've seen that. I think he might be on TikTok, but I usually see on Instagram. It's this uni guy who's always on about internships, like turning up to the internship, trying to make friends, and then asking, oh, so how do I get a job here? He's like, oh, apply online. So what did you come to the uni for to try and like, when you're just going to say apply online? It's really tough out. I can't lie, it's peak.
That's why I'm saying I'm terrified for when I graduate, because there's no way that's what I'm saying. Do you get it, innit? If I can't even get a job at Mackey's, how am I supposed to? I guess the only thing I have is my degree. But then when you deep the amount of people that have degrees now still can't get jobs.
No, I think it's like the way you need to, like, it's a change of mindset. So it's like, instead of thinking, what do I need this employer to give me, you need to think, like, what can I give them? So it's like, kind of almost make it like a negotiation thing. So you get to know, if it's like, I don't know, the CEO of a local branch or whatever, or like whoever's running, but like get to know them, make a friendship with them, have a drink with them, whatever, and explain, this is what I do, this is what I'm good at, these are the skills I have. Almost let yourself, I guess it's like letting yourself be interviewed informally to the point where they don't know that they're doing it type of thing. It's even crazy as well. The only experience like of interviews I've actually had have been medical school interviews. That's the only interviews I've done. So what I can say about that is making the interviewer feel at ease, asking you the questions, probably besides all the technical advice, the best advice you can have, like, because by me saying even like good morning, goodbye, how have you been, how's your day, the memory of me as a candidate is going to be much better compared to someone who's like, I did this experience here and this, like they're not going to pay attention.
But you know, sometimes you can tell them everything they want to hear and still not get it. I had an interview for like TK Maxx a couple of weeks ago. The guy was smiling. He was literally like, wow, impressed by my answers. Tell me why I got a rejection email a week later. But then they want to go and put the listing back up. So they're still they just didn't want me in it. I'm assuming it was my availability, or it had to be, but...
What did you say to him? Do you know what? Okay, I'm going to stop capping. You need to... Not that, again, I've never done it myself, but you need to line your CV.
Yeah.
I'm always available. What I did for my first job, I worked... You know, have you ever been in London?
Yeah.
Or even though they've expanded beyond London now.
Yeah.
You know those knife crime people?
Yeah,
the ones that have the magazine.
The ones that go in the...
I was making so much money doing that. That was my first job, It was a sole job, innit? Second job, I worked at Mackey's. I think it was Mackey's.
Yeah.
This was before I went to uni. I must have applied for like 100 different places in my local area in East London. So all the way from Ilford, Forest Gate, Barking and Dagenham, all over East London.
Yeah.
And I got one in my local area, and I told the guy, oh, he's like, oh, so what are you doing with your life? Yeah, uni and stuff. But I'm taking a gap year. I must have told him something like, oh, we struggle financially. We don't struggle financially at home. I told him like, oh, I'm taking a gap year. I'm going to be working for a year. I need to help pay the bills. I was not doing none of that. I quit that.
Serious?
Job after like 6 to 7 weeks. And you know what the worst part was? My direct supervisor told me the boss loves me like his own son. He's like, they keep coming to me like, yo, you want to work so much. I just wanted to stack up before uni. And he's like, something like, oh, we're even thinking, I'm going to train you up. You're going to be front. I'm going to train you up every station. You're going to be like supervisor within a year. Like, you're such a patterned guy.
Damn.
And in that moment, oh yeah, by the way, I've got uni in a week. I'm going to quit. He was pissed off. He was so pissed off. The supervisor was pissed off. The manager was pissed off. The assistant manager was pissed off. I was dying. But worst case, like, you just got to do what you got to do. I did the same thing for JD.
Yeah.
But I didn't do it myself. But apparently, one of my friends lied on their CV. They just put like 7 or 8 different jobs that they'd never worked before, plus one of the jobs that they did work. And worst case, they ask you also what happened at Foot Locker. Oh yeah, it was just contract work.
Yeah.
I wasn't after the contract ended. They didn't need any more positions, and then he got the job. And this was like, it was like a BTEC JD, Like, you know, one of them backwards ones,
Yeah.
not a main one. They walked in with their CV, went straight to the manager,
Yeah.
got called for interview, and they got the job in it.
Damn.
And then I worked at a sales job again after that. And then after I got my license, I was doing delivery driving work for Royal Mail, delivering parcels and letters. I think if you get a license, try get one of those jobs, because the way people are spending money nowadays, it's increasing and increasing. So they're looking for those kind of people. But you gotta
delivery?
the delivery driving jobs. You gotta be sly with it. This if you just want like one of them part time.
Yeah.
I think stuff I've heard nowadays is people are talking about the LinkedIn method. So find somebody in a proper job that you actually want to work